If you have ever been a little bit startled by a sudden jingle behind you and realized your cat or just any cat was right there the whole time, well, you're certainly not alone in this one. Cat bells are one of those things that every cat owner has a opinion about, often a very strong opinion about. Some people say they're quite essential for safety. Others insist they're quite annoying and even a bit stressful for cats. So, what is the truth? Should cats actually be wearing bells at all, or is it something that we do for ourselves more than for them? In today's video, we're going to break down the true benefits, the real downsides, and how you can decide whether a bell makes the most sense for your cat without all the myths and the guilts and the feeling that it's a one-side-only piece of advice. But before we begin today, I'd like to welcome everyone to Senior Cat Wellness 2, the companion channel of Senior Cat Wellness. And whether you're brand new to this channel or a loyal returning guest, I do encourage you to hit that subscribe button and join this growing community here at Senior Cat Wellness 2. And please be sure to turn on all post notifications so that you never miss a video. Additionally, if you'd like to make other generous contributions to Senior Cat Wellness 2 and the Senior Cat Wellness brand as a whole, those links can be found on screen at the conclusion of today's presentation and in the description box below. Cat bells do exist for a few key reasons, and one of the biggest is actually wildlife protection. Cats are natural hunters, even when they're well-fed and well-loved and you're a responsible owner and all that good stuff, all that jazz. For outdoor and indoor cats, a bell can act as an early warning signal for birds and small animals. Opinions can really get heated on this one sometimes, but it doesn't stop hunting entirely, but it can reduce successful catches by giving prey, your cat's prey, a split second or more to hear that bell and escape. For owners who deeply care about local wildlife, the birds in your backyard, look no further. This can make a big difference and make these bells feel really worthwhile. Another major benefit is how much easier it is to locate your cat should they not really get lost, but per se get out of your sight, let's say. Cats are experts when it comes to hiding and disappearing, especially from you when it's time to come inside for the day and say they're roaming the backyard. Or maybe they've jumped the fence in the backyard and now they're sort of roaming in the bush of the neighborhood. Cats can get into the smallest places to hide from you, and that can be very stressful for you when all you're trying to do is get them back under your roof. So a bell makes it easier to find them, because no matter what they're trying to do, hey, they can't really quell that sound. So it's easier to for you to hear them when you're trying to get them inside. And that little soft jingle can save you a lot of time and a lot of stress and worry. Bells can also improve everyday safety inside your home, actually. Cats move really silently, and that's how tails get stepped on and paws can get stepped on, especially if there's a lot of people under your roof that live in your home. Bells gives people that audio cue. Hey, a cat's nearby, a cat's hear that jingle getting closer, so they must be closer. And that's very helpful, especially with homes, like I said, multiple people with children, elderly family members. Let's not forget that. That's very important. Energetic kittens constantly move, and you might see them one place 1 second, the next second they're right behind you, and you never even saw it happen. So that bell can really tip you off and keep you from falling and keep the cat from getting stepped on. For many owners, it also brings a big peace of mind. Hearing that movement lets you know that your cat is active and not, say, trapped in the pantry, inside the pantry or a closet or somewhere, all the places they shouldn't be. But, big but here, bells are not perfect, we all know. It's important to talk about the downsides, with the pros and the cons. Cats have incredibly sensitive hearing. For some cats, that constant jingle can be, the bell can be a great bit of stress relief for you, but it could be stressful for them having to carry that around all the time, around their neck, on their collar. While many cats do adjust quickly, others can show major signs of stress and discomfort, and groom excessively, hide away, repeatedly try to remove that collar. Bells can also interfere with the cat's natural hunting and stalking. Say they're trying to stalk something, but they can't ever seem to get what they want, whether they truly need it or not, because guess what? That bell's tipping them off to the prey. So even during play, it can just drive them sort of up the wall. Perhaps even literally, in some cases. Very much a source of frustration for some cats. Collar safety, that's another big factor. Any collar used with a bell must be a breakaway collar. Non-breakaway collars can snag on the furniture on a fence, on a tree branch, it's just anything. Then they can cause a serious risk and potentially serious injury. This is especially important for curious outdoor cats. And while bells can help them in certain situations, they don't protect them from cars, certainly from predators and from other outdoor dangers. They're a tool and certainly not a guarantee of safety. So, big picture, should your cat wear a bell? It often makes sense for outdoor-indoor, the cats that split time, to wear a bell. Cats living in homes with birds or other small pets, or cats are already comfortable with wearing a collar. The bell addition might not be that big of a leap for them. On the other hand, bells may not be ideal at all for cats. If you know your cat is just generally anxious, or very sound sensitive, or strictly an indoor cat with smaller spaces where finding them is not a challenge, and they would you would never really have to hear them with a bell to know where they are. That's probably not a good idea for that segment of the feline population, let's say. But if you do decide to try a bell, choose one that's extremely lightweight, attach it to a breakaway collar, and pay close attention to your cat's behavior in the aftermath. If your cat seems very stressed or unhappy over even the first few minutes, especially the first few hours or few days, removing it is always the right choice. Ultimately, at the end of the day, the best decision is one that keeps your cat both safe, comfortable, and happy. Anything else, hey, it's probably just not worth the time and effort, to be quite honest. To the wonderful audience of Senior Cat Wellness 2, what are your thoughts on this topic? Does your cat currently wear a bell, or did they once wear a bell until the cons begin to outweigh those pros? What are your thoughts? Are you for or against these bells? That comment section, as always, it's all yours. And if you enjoyed today's material, found it helpful and informative, please give the video a like and share it out, and subscribe to us right here, Senior Cat Wellness 2. Until next time, we'll talk to you later.